There. Hello. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Give some people time to get in here. Here. I'm live in the afternoon on Tuesday. Well, the weekend was really crowded. All that nonsense, all the losers bickering and fighting. Yeah. Yeah. There's something I found, you know, what it is. It. Let me see. I want to paste this link in here. There. And then I got to pin it. Yeah. Not a way to send it over. I don't have to do it with the phone, but it uses my data on my. Let me see. Pop out chat. Back up. And I'll watch the pop out. Oh, after I blow it up bigger. 100, 150. I'll pop out. Minimize that. There. Yep, got the link pinned up there. So everybody's here. I'll tell you what page it is on that Peggy tells Forrest what it is. See. So I believe it's page 169. Peggy named my wonderful car the Bullet because she said it was shot. It was shot. It was the Bullet. How do you, where do you start? You get in your car, right? Take your car in the canyon down. Take it in the canyon down. Take your car. What beautiful Miss Pearl say? Who's Miss Pearl? Is Peggy Pearl? I suppose. Page 99. I'll tell you just what JF stands for. And who it really is. Judge Fenn. It could be a George, a Judy. Car is not legal, no gas. Well, we need no gas. Well, you know, where warm water halts is when your car overheats going down the road. That's when the warm water halts your car. You got to stop and get some cool water. That's where warm water's halt. But page 169. Peggy named my wonderful car the Bullet because she said it was shot. The Bullet was it that I have in my shed. I have it in my shed. Just take the chest. The chest is it. And according to most people, the chest is it. That's what they were looking for, the chest. Well, the Bullet is it. Yeah. Peggy said you should call it the Bullet. It is the bullet. Named my wonderful car the Bullet because she said it was shot. Oh, and they never used the word the bullet when they were close to the car. They didn't want to scare the car. It had its spirit of its own, huh? But the Bullet could be, it could have been the Buffalo Cowboy car. The Plymouth was a substitute for the Buffalo Cowboy car. He said he took a 50 cal to the nose. That was his plane. And if you ever sat in one of them fighter jets, you can't see the nose of the plane from inside there. You see the windshield and it just drops off. You don't see the nose of the plane. But he knew it took a bullet without seeing it. Hey, Buck. Hey, Chris. Hey, Richard. Turgis. Yeah. The Bullet was it. And then people don't get it. He talks about pirates. And then he tells a story about a guy named Wallace Beery, he wouldn't sell him any 22 caliber bullets. And who is Wallace Beery? Wallace Beery was the pirate Long John Silver in the movie Treasure Island, where he was a 12-year-old boy. And it is his, the pirate and the boy story, But so there's Long John Silver. Forrest wouldn't sell Long John Silver any bullets. And if the bullet is the chest, because the bullet, that's a cowl, and a cowl is also a chest. It's the Moses is the as above, the spiritual thing up on the bluff. And the bullet is look quickly down, it's at your feet, I've used my camera in the last 2 days. Yeah, Treasure Island, Wallace Beery, and Forrest wouldn't sell Wallace Beery any 22 caliber bullets. And 22 is important. Why? It's his birthday. That's why 22 is important. I looked at my clock earlier. It said 11:11. Yep, that's an important day. Yep. Gamma right there. I mean, it's a great actor. Oh yeah, Wallace Beery. Yeah, not me. I'm a terrible actor. I can't do nothing but act natural. Treasure Island. Yeah, and what's he say in the movie? If those be his eyes and that be his nose, and he's pointing at freaking rocks like I do, and seeing faces. He's Wallace Beery, Long John Silver, seeing faces in the rocks, and that face in this rock, the nose to the toes, points the way to the treasure. That's what Wallace Beery says. His yard creeped me out. First time I was there, the boys went to tear a horse's head off. Whose yard? Oh, Wallace Beery's yard? Whose yard you talking about, Chris? Oh yeah, Peggy said call it the Bullet. because she said it was shot. It was shot. It was the car was shot. So the bullet is it. And I have the bullet in my shed. And when I brought the bullet to Fenbury, Forrest did the doffing the hat and hand of God sign to me. So I'm trying to get this screen here. You got nobody joining in. Yeah. Yeah, he was in a lot of movies. And Forrest mentioned, I think his brother or his son, I don't know, but didn't mention that Wallace Beery himself was in Treasure Island, was Long John Silver. Yeah. Darn night. Yeah, Beery Yard. No, Barry is not Beery. Beery and Barry are two different. Beery has two E's and Barry has two R's. Maybe that's why he mentioned the 6-pack, because it was Beery. And the bullets. He wouldn't sell Wallace Beery. He wouldn't sell Long John Silver any bullets. And it doesn't get any more pirate than that. What's the only pirate Forrest had a connection with? And people, Captain Kidd, Captain Kidd, Captain Kidd. No, it was Long John Silver. Sorry. In the book, he says, find a substitute. Find a substitute. Find a good-looking rock. Peggy called it the bullet. Because you call it the bullet because it was shot. It. So the car is it. Take it in the canyon. Take the car in the canyon down. You got to drive. So it is the car. Or and it can be Moses. I don't know if anybody's watching. People won't pay attention to that shit, but it's very important. Oh, Bill Glover doesn't do anything. Bullshit. I know more than most people know. How many's watching now? 11. According to my computer. It's fun animating King Tut. I animated Crazy Horse, the rock carving. I animated him singing Can't Touch Us. You do. Yeah. I was playing with my little Pueblo and Indian tool. Put it in my arrowhead bag. Of course, where else do you put things like arrowheads and stuff? You put it in your Crown Royal bag, right? I can find it by feel there. Yeah, that's my from where I could see Moses is where I found this. From where I could see Moses, and it's a Puebloan knife. This notch right here, that little notch is for skinning the arrow shafts, and then this end is sharp because it's like a hammer axe for cutting bones. You can use that little thing for skinning the shafts as a finger grip, and then this is like an you can chop bones, you can cut through bones with this little axe head. You probably saw down a tree with, or you can saw down a tree with this edge. But that's a they use this for skinning a animal they caught, skinning the hide off the meat, off the flesh from the hide and stuff. And so some Indian was up there and he lost his little multi-tool. This is the ancient multi-tool, basically, because it's a knife, it's a skinning tool, it's an arrow cutting tool, and it's little chopping axe, bone axe. So, yeah, that's the neat little tool. And Forrest confirmed it's authentic, definitely authentic. That's why I looked down and that looks man-made. This is a cool one. This one I bought, and it'd have to be examined to know if it's real or not. I think it's fairly, because you can see the dirt in the creases, and it looks like it's been out in the weather. And probably some hunter had a accident with it and had to redo it, But it's fluted way up there. That's a long flute there, and this side. I don't know how they get them that far up there. They got to keep going. And then they're like, "No, I don't trust that one." They say, "Okay, stop there." And then I got this is a piece of bone. I think it's a rib. It could be from a buffalo. It could be from a rhinoceros or a mammoth. I don't know. It's just a fragment of a rib from some ancient animal, but it's something a lot bigger than me. But you can tell by the curve of it. They got this little Clovis thing. This is a neat little arrowhead. Yeah. And what else I got? I got some others and some other. Oh, no, just a stone. Oh yeah, my carved head. Put that in there. This one. Yeah. Let me just replace my head with it. Animate. Love that video. Yeah. Oh, I'm related to some knights, man. Them guys in Da Vinci Code, them guys in the floor in their tombs, those are my ancestors. The Declares and Richard, what's his name? Yeah, that's my Forrest says Puebloan. I've seen things that could be Anasazi, similar, who knows, when somebody tells you that's what that is, sometimes you want to go to somebody else who might know different and tell you it's from some other tribe. But I know a professor I should show this to, but he might say, "Hey, we'd like that for our museum." I'll say, "Well, what's it worth?" Because I ain't seen one as nice as this. Is really a nice tool. You know, look at that. It looks like a knife. Yeah. I had to check, see how many, if we got more than the 11 now watching or what. Did it pick it up? 19. Oh, people joining in. So, yeah, those are my artifacts. And then I have my little carved elephant I made. I've got some little arrowheads on my peace pipe that I made. I got my peace pipe all fixed up. See it there? Isn't that beautiful peace pipe? Let's see. Let's fix up the peace pipe. Oh boy. My friend Rob out here, he come by yesterday with his vape pen. And he said, take it away. I had enough, man. I got feeling really lightheaded. I don't think that you get one of them vape pens with the THC in it. One hit's all you need. No, you don't need to keep going, man. I got so lightheaded, I went and put my oxygen on and laid down and took a nap until that weird, you know, that was too lightheaded for me. But whoa. Yeah, I told my friend Rob, I take this out at like 2 a.m. When there's no wind, I'll go outside with it under the moon and the stars. And like night before last, the moon was right in between Jupiter and Saturn, and and uh, and so I was thinking of the scales, you know, like the moon is playing Libra and it's balancing Jupiter and Saturn, and Jupiter was heavier, so it was sitting lower in the sky, you know. But I did my astrology stuff. You know, I you hear about it's what the hell are they talking about? Your sun, moon, and rising signs and stuff, and you know what I don't know I didn't know. I looked up what my rising sign is and shit, and I've heard them talking about some people have two fire signs in their astrology, and I look, oh well, I have three, and they're the primary ones: my sun, moon, and my rising. My sun is Aries, my moon is Leo, like Forrest, he's Leo, and my rising is Sagittarius. Those are the three fire signs. And so I have all three of them as my major. So I'm total fire. Mr. Double Blazes. Ooh, it works really good. This is on here really tight. What I did, I got this, where's it? Oh, well, I'll put it away. Oh, there it is. I had this other tube and I drilled the claw part out for the tube to fit into the claw. And I pushed the steel tube that's in there back so that I could drill a hole into the wood part big enough for the tube to go into the wood like that. And so I got a piece of this tube, I cut at an angle So, and it's hammered into the claw, and so it's locked really good. And then it's the claw with that piece is slid over the other tube that comes all the way through. I don't know if you can see it. There's I'm gonna show up there. You can see that steel. That's a piece of tube that's a little smaller than this. The inside diameter of this one is the outside diameter of the one that goes through. So it slides over the top of that piece, and it just locks on there really good and seals, and there's no leakage anymore. That was a problem with it. You try it, and the air is leaking and not going through the bowl. So now it's fixed, and it's easy to clean. Clean out this tube, I just air compressor for filling my car tires. They just put the air nozzle on it. Take the bowl. Well, I could probably leave the bowl on and blow it right out the top of the bowl. You know, but yeah, just do it with air pressure. Blow it out. I could get a lot more air pressure with that thing than some of this is getting loose. I gotta restring it. It's kind of it didn't have everything on it that it has now. When I got it, I added some things. Like I found this dark feather. I don't know what it's from. It could be from an eagle. I don't know, but I just say it's from a raven so I don't get in trouble. Want to check out? Ooh, it is dark on the tip. It's like black on the tip and brown elsewhere. Oh, it's like a lot of it. There's a shiny. See the shiny part versus the parts of the feather that rubbed with the other feathers and stuff. So a pristine feather has like a silky finish on it. You know, just one that fell out of a bird. But we'll smoke a little more. Ooh. Yeah, and I got this from an Abenaki, and they said it's a I think it came from a Navajo, and it belonged to the Abenaki chief up in New Hampshire, Maine. The Abenakis are up there, and it belonged to the chief, and it was in the Abenaki trading post for $125, and I offered $100 and a copy of my one book, A Concise Account of North America, that I wrote in 2007. Huh. Got it published in 2007. Huh. Or was it? Yeah. Oh, I had copies of the book that I printed like in 2006. I printed some that I ran off all the pages, and I stapled, had heavy duty stapler and stapled them, and then I glued the jacket, a paperback onto it. So, and took it to Kinko's and had the edges cut. And perfect. So I bound my own books. The first copies I bound myself. So I gave her, I think, a copy of that, because that was 2006, and the book wasn't published till 2007, and my other book was 2009. Seems it was earlier. Huh. Well, I could look in my book and see what year it was done. I just got a little royalty check for my books, $34. And it's for 3 years. It's like they what's that? They buy me a drink a year. Yeah. Just dip my leather in my tea. Dark hair, the dark part right there. I hear Jackie. Yeah, Forrest dogging me. Name that guy Jack. Okay, and so if I took the bullet, did I take the bullet? Am I taking the bullet? I'm taking the bullet for Forrest. I'm the finder. I've got the bullet. I jumped in front of him and grabbed that bullet. So you got to shoot at me now, right? So somebody took a shot at him, and I grabbed the bullet out from in front of him. That's why when I first showed him the picture, he was upset. He sounded upset. It was like either that or it was Cynthia that gave me that message. But once he realized what I had, and I did know where warm water's all and all that, and why must I go and all that, it's because the miners and the whites ran him out of the state. Well, everybody's been looking up stuff in New Mexico and stuff. I wonder if Forrest has had any dealings with Colorado. What dealings has Forrest had with Colorado's archaeology, professors and museums and officials and stuff? Because, he didn't just, search in northern New Mexico and skip over Colorado and go to Wyoming. There's no reason to do anything in Colorado. But a lot of searchers treat Colorado like it's a black hole. There's nothing there. There's nothing in Colorado. And Colorado is just full of adventure. There's just a lot of people doing all their hunting, sitting on their ass, on their couch. Oh, yeah. And why must I go? The Utes must go. 1870, the Utes were run out of Colorado. And when I went to Colonel Pfeiffer's grave, right? His name's P-F-E-I-F-F-E-R. F-F. And he has that story about looking for the major's grave. If you tried to look up Colonel Pfeiffer's grave, unless you found my stuff that I posted recently, you're going to have to go looking for it, because it can be anywhere in a 15-mile stretch of road. and I know the exact location. And Pfeiffer, F-F-E-R. P-F I-E-F-F-E-R. Colonel Pfeiffer. And I had the video where I went to his grave. And I got to get better at running that camera. I need a cameraman. No. I need a camera woman. That's what I need, a camera woman. I think I have one on layaway. I think my camera woman's on layaway. I don't know when the shipment's coming in. Wonder. Why she went away, and I wonder if she will stay. My little runaway, run away. I wonder why she ran away. That is the question. Yeah. And I wonder, when is she coming back? Because the other option was a piece of shit. Oh. Yeah. It's always okay for the replacement to call the one they're replacing the piece of shit. I'm sure the guy doesn't like me either. And then I wonder if they're watching. So I want to get the treasure. I'm going to go on vacation for a year, and you won't know what airport I'm going to be in. Let me see. Because I have the bullet. I took the bullet for Forrest. I jumped. I grabbed his car. Take it. Take your car in the canyon down. Take the bullet in the canyon down. But how do you think he got from this place to that place? He drove the bullet. It overheated, and he had to leave it there. That's why cars break down going up mountains, because they overheat, because the radiator is there's like 25-30% less air up there at that altitude, you know. I know there's 15% less air in Denver, and that's a mile high. You go 2 miles high and you're looking at probably 30% less air. Yeah, I have speaking of it, why not have oxygen blow in my face here? A little extra. Oh yeah. Whoopee, I guess. Oh, I gotta look at my my chat. I'm not watching my chat because I was checking how many viewers here. Yeah, and I see the fish. And you see the fish out of the water flopping around, man. You pull them out of the lake, you throw them out there on the dry land, and they start flopping their tails and in their death rolls. That's what you're seeing. Yes, when all these trout are coming out of the water, all the all the vultures. Oh, it's a big shit fight, ain't it? I mean, they ought to give them raincoats and buckets of dog shit and have them go at it, man. How are they gonna, you know, after they criticize me and all, if they find out that they have no recourse, they can't sue me. They never believed in Moses because they're non-believers. They don't believe, because if you, to who he that believe, all things are possible, including manifesting a box of gold and a rosebud. A box of gold with the rosebud. Yes, that will. Yeah, the box of gold has to come with the rosebud. I know that. That's why they took her away. It's all a test of patience and stuff. Worth the cold. Waiting for them to finally go, yeah, we had to wait this period of time to, you know, and I hope that that period of time is over, ending here very soon. But I go out and take pictures of rocks. I got another trip to Denver tomorrow. Gotta go to Denver again. Another night of VA lodging. So yeah, I did my laundry yesterday. And then after the neighbor came by and he got me so high I couldn't stand up. I had to go lay down and I still had half my laundry unfolded on my bed. So just like Moses, I parted it like the Red Sea and laid right in between the two piles of laundry on either side of me on the bed. I hooked up my things, oxygen, took a nap. Sometimes that CPAP is just too much, and I like to just sleep with the oxygen. I was watching with just the oxygen, my meter on my finger, and I was doing fine with just the oxygen without the machine blowing at me and making noise and strapped to my head. And you know, why don't they just have the machine go into a plastic bag and you tie it loosely around your neck and it just fills the bag with oxygen. And yeah, you just have the oxygen thing in front of you, so you can always breathe in. But without all the straps, just a loose bag. Spacesuit helmet might be better. With a ring collar. They could, yeah, with magnets along the seal that shut. But this mask I got has magnets. It doesn't have clips that you clip them onto the mask. There's a magnet on the mask and a magnet on the strap. And it snap, snap. Yeah, I guess I could show you my CPAP mask. It's somewhat interesting. Oh, I was going to go back to chat. Hang on. Hey, Dave. Hey, Dave here, huh? It's daytime there? Yeah. Yeah, I get the treasure. Are they going to let me in, or are they going to, would they let me into Australia since I'm a convicted parrot trafficker in Canada? I mean, you know, I'm sure whoever was looking up my criminal record found out that I'm an international parrot smuggler for going with my pet parrot Togo. And I got to call that taxidermist today, so I can't stay on here for too long. And ask him, is my parrot ready? I'm coming through town tomorrow. Because he was supposed to be ready last month. He was supposed to be ready in February. And then it was June. And now it's the end of July. Like, I want my parrot back. I was supposed to have him, you know? Yeah, I made this little arrowhead here. I made this little jasper one here. It's got bones. Bone right there. Bone right here. And it's got the clear crust, the clear arrowhead. A little piece of quartz I put on there. And it's got a little dream catcher here, a little dream catcher right there. This one, a friend gave me this one. Oh, that's where I need to put the feather from Togo on that dream catcher. The feather, yeah, the red feathers on here are from Togo. And put the feather, I got the bead going through the leather, and you just stuff the point of the feather through the bead with the leather. We got to slide the bead. Oh, dang it. Almost had it. Yeah. Trying to get this bead over the feather. I don't know. I need my scissors. Where'd my scissors go? Way down there in the coffee can. Ooh. Oop. Yeah. Pointed part. Yeah, see? Now I got the feather on the dream catcher. And Togo's feathers. Put another one on there too. So who wants me to load it up? Y'all keep your eyes open for the Lord. And know it's hard sometimes, but stay humble and always treat the next person the same way you would like to be treated. Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to be part of somebody else's dramas, you know? There's gonna be, you know, if they tell me that I'm the winner, then I'm gonna be hiding. I'm gonna be traveling around the world. I'm gonna be somewhere. I'm gonna be hard to find. No, you know, if I about had a gallery, but probably just if I did, I'd have other people working there, and maybe only show up there occasionally or something. I guess really to get it going, you got to be there for, like, so, you know, somebody important comes by and wants to meet you. Yeah, like the dawn or something, you know. Whoa. Yeah, that's a. It didn't have that bowl on it when I got it. The bowl that was on here was a resin, made of plastic resin. You don't want to smoke through that. The claw is made of but I have the glass from the shaft of the bowl going down and meeting up with the steel tube, and so there's very little, and anything in that little joint there is coated with pot resin. I like it when you watch the tarot card readers and they say, if this resonates with you, well, this resonates. Ooh. If that's not resonating with you, oh, thanks for this video play. Yeah, yeah. I was gonna just do a little short upload thing and do that. I still got to call the taxidermist. Yeah, gotta find a way to hang that on my. I should have it hanging on my walking stick. And then it makes a cross. Oh shit. I thought about. I was thinking, here's my walking stick, right? Can I get it over here? I got to tilt it that way. Okay. So I was thinking I can hang my I hang my peace pipe on my walking stick, and oh, I got a cross now. Uh-oh. No, I don't want to make it a cross. But you know, the intersections, those are important. That's where atoms hit each other and turn into other stuff. It's where the magic happens. Like mixing fire and water. Yeah, and I found out that my horoscope, I have all these other signs. Like I even have Virgo and Scorpio are in my chart. I have Neptune in Scorpio, which means I sex and drugs and rock and roll. You know, that's what Neptune and Scorpio mean. It's like most people born in the late 50s and most of the 60s. Most of those people have Neptune and Scorpio because it changes every 14 years. Neptune changes every 14 years. It takes for Neptune to move into another constellation, another zodiac sign. So it'll be in, because it's so far out there, it stays in one zodiac sign for 14 years. It takes so long to go around the Earth. Like, that's weird. I don't know how exactly it works, but they say 14 years. So there won't be anybody born in Scorpio again with Neptune and Scorpio until like 22 something, you know? But let's see. Did I? Oh, that's where I put it. I was gonna pull it up. I made a little thing with my horoscope thing, and there. Did you reply? Yeah, it's supposed to be a big deal if you have 2 fire signs. Well, I've got 3, and that's a bigger deal. So, okay. So I made this. This is my, so see, I've got Libra in Jupiter. Jupiter's in Libra for these are how it was aligned when I was born. And I got Mercury, and not Mercury, I have Venus and Mars are in Aquarius. And then I have Uranus and the moon in Leo. The funny thing is that Forrest Fenn was a Leo sun sign, and his Uranus was in Aries, which is what I am, Aries, and Mercury and the sun are in my Aries. And then the Sagittarius, I got Saturn in Sagittarius, and that's my rising sign. But right there in the middle there are the fire signs. I have all three fire signs, not just two, not one. I had not two. I have all three. So you hit like, like that's like 3 megatons instead of 1, right? Okay. And then I got the Scorpio. Neptune is in Scorpio, and so that's what Rose is a Scorpio, and me and Rose are both in Chinese Year of the Dog. We were both born in the Year of the Dog, so we're both loyal. See, but and then there's Libra. That's Pluto and its moon are in Libra. So I have quite a combination. What is with this guy? Some superpowers, man. Yeah, I'm the Archer too, Atlantic. I got Sagittarius. I got Saturn in Sagittarius. Saturn's a big planet, so it's a big attraction. It's like whatever planet it focuses it. Like Jupiter has a lot of power, And where was Jupiter? Jupiter is my Libra. So that's why I got some little scales, Jason. There's little scales. I got some Libra in my astrology. But right now we got it's Leo season, just started. And he was born on the 22nd. The 23rd of August is Virgo. So he was born just afternoon, 12:30 or something in the afternoon. I was born about 12:45 in the morning. So we're opposite. It's like weird polarity things. I guess when you discharge, you got to come back as something opposite of what you were. Hey, don't be Richard, Jason. Well, did someone see Jason? I didn't see Jason. Is he in here? I just figured there he is. Yeah. Yeah, I have some of that. I have some of that Libra. And Virgo. I got some Virgo. Pluto. It'd be just a little bit of Virgo. But I got the 3 fire signs are the 3 major ones. Your sun sign is what most people know, but most people don't know what their Venus sign is, their rising sign. Mine is Sagittarius, and my moon sign is Leo. So there's where I have something very in common with Forrest. I have a lot of Leo in my, because Leo has Uranus too. His anus is in Leo. My anus is in Leo. And my moon, isn't that appropriate? My moon and Uranus are both in Leo. That's funny. Nobody thinks that's funny. Yeah, I gotta find my fucking envelope so I can mail that check to the bank, get it in the bank. $35. The Medusa. You see her? Look. Oh, what? You turn to gold or you turn to stone when you look at Medusa? What was it? Imagination. Hey, Jason. Yeah, what is it? What is it? Did it did? What is it? Did it did? What is it? No, that's what is hip. Yeah. Yeah, what is it? Peggy told Forrest you should call it or call it the bullet or call it the bullet because it is shot. It was the bullet, the car. Take your car in the canyon down. Take your car in the canyon down. Take the car in the canyon down. And and if you're driving over a freaking mountain pass with a car back in the 30s and 40s, you fucking overheated. Your warm water halted the car. Where warm water halts, you pull off at the pullout and you fill your bottles of water or your burlap bags of water at the creek and come back and pour it in the car so you can finish getting over the mountain. And so they had to stop at a lot of pullouts and get water from the side of the road where warm water halts your car. It overheats. It gets too hot. And so it is the bullet, the car that I have in my shed. And page 84 of Once Upon a While. A friend by the name of Bill G. Okay, it says Griggs. Just take the just take the rigs off of there, because this is rigged. This is rigged. So if you take the rig out of the chase, yeah, Bill G. If it's not rigged, it has to be Bill G. Without the rigging, it's just Bill G. Been in therapy, Newfoundland bound. Yeah. Yeah, I have some ancestors that came from that Newfoundland area. Early 1800s. It was from I don't know what native tribe they have there in Newfoundland. Halifax and all that. I don't know what they are. But my fifth great grandfather, he took he fought at the battle. He was the first English mayor of Quebec. Fought at the Plains of Abraham and what is it? Port Rich? No, it's a port over there by Nova Scotia. or over in near Halifax and stuff. There was a fort there in 1765 or so when my ancestors took possession of every fort in Canada from the French. So now they don't like me. Yeah, the Vikings were, but you know, my great grandfather, he looks like Pequot, you know, the big Indian nose, like Pequot and Moby Dick. So he was one of the native tribes from up there, and they were mixed with the Vikings too, you know. That's why some of those Northeast Indians and East Coast Native Americans are fairly light skinned. The Apaches are very dark, and so are some Lakotas. Rook Island is 50 miles out of. Yeah. They go. The guy, I bet the stuff they found there, I bet he bought on eBay. Nobody seen me get that. He sent someone else to buy it for him. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna hang it up. I figured to occupy some of my time and keep me off of the chase and stuff. I'm going to I had to start watching some videos and learn how to play the Fender there. I stopped by Whoopi's with it. And Whoopi's going to teach me how to play it. And then they want to put a mask on me and make me dance around the stage or something like a chicken. There's a good song for you, for you, Whoopi. Do the chicken dance song. You do a metal rendition of the chicken dance. That 50 miles probably equates to 6 hours. What 50 miles? 50 miles where? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, up there. You probably got to take a ferry boat, right? Yep, Richard. I got the link up there. Nobody want to come in. Anybody coming in? We got a bogey coming in hot. Trinity site due north over Soldier Stone, Arlington, Wyoming. Stuff it. Okay. You know the other thing, Wyoming. My great grandfather, John Gorman, was born in Nicholson Township, Wyoming County, Pennsylvania in 1825. There wasn't a Wyoming state until 1860 something. You know, there was no Wyoming. Wyoming wasn't a state, wasn't a territory. That was the Northwest Territory and stuff. The Dakota Territory, Northwest Territory. You know, there was no Wyoming, but except in Pennsylvania, there was a Wyoming county in the early 1800s, And it was named Wyoming because the Delaware Indians, Wyoming means alternating mountains and valleys. It's mountain, valley, rolling hills. That's how it is all across Pennsylvania. If you ever drove across Pennsylvania, it's like driving over a bunch of waves. Over one hill mountain after another. Yeah, I was Trinity site due north. Oh, on the map that's in Too Far to Walk, he has the I can open it up and so I make sure I know what I'm talking about. Okay, there's 8 degrees, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so the map, he has it. It's not going to show good, but he has these deviation lines on here. It starts at 8 and it goes to 15. And so what do we have in between the 8 and the 15? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 degrees of separation between the two. And that's why my book's Kevin Bacon Sucks. Because it's not, I did it in 2 degrees of separation, but the map has 6 degrees of separation in there between those. So there's 6 degrees of separation. So that's kind of weird. That's how you gotta look at it. That's what I get out of that. I'm not moving. I might go visit Florida. Yeah, Wyoming, Michigan too. Okay. Yeah, and it was probably there before there was Wyoming State. I don't know. You have to look up how old that is. I know my ancestors mapped Detroit. My ancestors, one of my relatives of my family was a surveyor that laid out the map and the roads and all that for Detroit. And it was around the War of 1812 he was there. Because he got trapped, he was a Canadian and got trapped in the US when the War of 1812 started up and had trouble getting back to Canada, had to hang out with relatives. And I just found that a bunch of my relatives, I have 20 relatives that traveled in wagon trains out west from like 1847 to 1850 something, all 1860 or so. But all for like 49ers, and some came with the Mormons or came with Brigham Young, my cousins. That's pretty cool. So you got to read some of their stories. Yeah, some of my guests went to California for the gold rush. Your internet's hatching a gremlin. At least it doesn't have a digestive tract. Yeah, I went to the laundromat and the guys working on the gas lines where I parked, they had the yellow line painted right down through the parking space. And I said, "You guys gonna be digging or what?" I know what that is. If you're out there and you see the painted lines on the sidewalks and stuff, the different colors, where they they've marked where utilities are in the ground, and telephone or fiber optic telephone is orange. Water is blue. Electricity is red, and gas is yellow. Put in Bay. My ancestors fought at Bloody Run and the Battle on Snowshoes, and my fifth great grandfather Ethan Allen, he took Fort Ticonderoga single-handed without any bloodshed. They weren't expecting anybody, and he woke up the command officer of the fort in his nightie with his wife behind him, and Ethan Allen had his blunderbuss and his sword, and he demanded possession of the fort, and the guy gave him possession of the fort. And he captured the king of the fort, basically, and nobody was killed. But the British later captured him up in on an island near Quebec, fighting against the British near Montreal, and they caught him and put him on a ship in shackles, just like they did with Robert Rogers, because so it said Rogers was conspiring with the French over, over in Mackinac and stuff, and because that's why New Orleans and stuff was tied to Detroit via the Mississippi River, and the Great Lakes, and so they used that was their highway, the Mississippi, and that's why the French are in New Orleans and Detroit, and but so Rogers was the governor of Michilimackinac. There's Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, that whole territory out there. That's what it was. And he made peace with the Indians and opened up the trade with the Indians. And then some greedy businessmen destroyed that, started a war with Pontiac and all that shit, and tried to say that Rogers was conspiring with the French. And he wasn't, he just had free trade, and they put him on a boat, just like my fifth great grandfather, Ethan Allen. And so Robert Rogers is my fifth great grand uncle. My other James Rogers' brother is Robert Rogers. But both Robert Rogers and Ethan Allen were shipped over to England in the bowels of a ship, shackled, and, went through the same process. And both Rogers was sent to debtor's prison, and Ethan Allen was, I guess, eventually let go because he made friends with the king. Black Hawk. I don't know what was it, Detroit and the Ottawas and all that up in Mackinac, the Chippewas, and I don't know, but there was something that he opened up the trade, and the typical deep state businessmen, the ones the bullies that run the fucking show, about those people, they lied and said he was conspiring and shit, but he got released on that, and then later he was in prison. They busted him because he had owed money for the expedition that he sent up the Mississippi, or he was sent him up the Missouri River to find the Northwest Passage and stuff to the Oregon River. And the guy squandered all the money, the goods they were going to trade to get there. What February? I don't know if any. I know somebody forming one that, yeah. And I was thinking of if it would take, I can get a group area that includes 5 campsites, has room for 3 or 4 RVs, 5 campsites. And so if somebody wanted those campsites, if I could get somebody that wanted the campsites for the 3, would it be Friday night, Saturday? That'd only be 2 nights, huh? Yeah, that's daytime. So yeah, 2 nights. I could probably get it done for 2 nights. And you know, because you got till noon or so Saturday to leave, or Sunday. So I could do a Friday night and Saturday night and figure out what each of the sites would be. And if you wanted an RV spot there, you know, in the parking area for the group camping for the 2 nights. And other than that, there's other campsites, and there's a place to make reservations, but it's all right there. And there's a nice big lake with trout. Yeah, that's my brother calling. Yeah, let's see what's happening here, huh? Just for fun. Hey, I'm on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, I'm on YouTube. See? See, that's why I didn't know if I should answer you. There we go. There. Had to hang up on him. First sentence from him. YouTube. Jew. Yeah. Yeah. I said, well, that's why I didn't know if I should answer. He said, what? Because I said the Jew word? I said, boop, hang up. Bye-bye. We're not going there, Bruce. You can't pick your family. My God. Yeah. I knew he wouldn't last long there. Um, yeah, I was going 3 weekends. I went 3 Saturdays. I went down to in the afternoon to the Cody Brewery and stuff. And you know, I'm different. You know, according to my astrology, I'm very different. I'm full of fire. I'm not double blazes. I'm triple blazes. uh, uh, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius are the big 3 in my astrology. All the fire signs. Selena, how you doing, Selena? Galaxy. Huh, Richard? Huh? 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 Did somebody say something? Uh, oh. Yeah, when I get back from laundry, I thought, oh, I forgot that. And when I fold the clothes, it's like, where's my other double blazes shirt? Uh, but even before I went to do laundry, I still had six pair of underwear in the drawer. But I needed the jeans and the shirts. Yeah. So it is the bullet. Yeah. Call it the bullet, Forrest, because it is shot. Take it and the can, take the car and the canyon down. It. Or warm water's fault. Is that where begin it where the radiator overheats? uh, but there's two of them. There's double blazes. I came up with the double blazes is correct. My father's lighting candles at both ends. The gypsies are at one end and the stout-hearted men are on the other end. And there you have the two drawings with the campfires. That's the double burning the candle at both ends. That's at one end of the to the other end. And Moses and the Buffalo Cowboy car are in between those two those two blazes, those double blazes. And so Moses is the as above, the spiritual thing up there, and the the Model A cowl, which is also a cowl, is a chest with the bullet hole in it. Peggy said, "Call it the bullet because it is shot. Take it, make it, and take the chest. That's called a cowl, is a chest also." And I took it and I brought it to Santa Fe before Once Upon a While came out. So in Once Upon a While, this is Once Upon a While. This is something that happened in the past. This is something that happened in the past. The bullet comes home. The bullet comes home. And this was it October of 17? Put this stuff in here for us. Very front. Oh, right there. 2017. So I had brought the bullet to Santa Fe, and then the bullet comes home is written. And what's after the bullet comes home? Freedom. Price of freedom. And there's the wolf going through there. And the wolf relates to Wolf Creek Pass. When the handicap parking space at the Denver Museum of Nature and Science, there are wolves, bronze wolves chasing a rabbit. Running across between the parking spaces. The parking spaces face the building right outside, like the administration offices of the museum. And in between the parking spaces and the wall of the museum is this pack of wolves chasing a rabbit. The thrill of the chase. The wolves. And there's a lot of wolves in the thrill of the chase. I said, yeah, the wolves of the chase. Oh, yes. Who's afraid of the big bad wolves? Uh, I got all the answers, granted. I'm working on my book. I'm not a book writer, and you know, I thought Forrest was going to have Doug Preston help me. Mary Wolf. Yeah, she didn't even know that the wolf was a clue. She didn't even know Wolf Creek Pass was a clue. C.W. McCall, Wolf Creek Pass. That's the route of the treasure hunt in reverse. Why? Yeah, that's the man flying on a bird. It's Icarus. Born on wings of steel, I have nowhere to go. I won't be back no more. No, no. Yeah. Boy, that peace pipe works really good. uh, collected works. I, he, he didn't even tell Peggy what it was, or he didn't tell uh, Dorothy. If Dorothy knew who the winner was, she would have been nicer to me, I think. But I didn't have much luck with Dorothy. And I've got a book. I can see it right up there. It's called The Masseys, Founding Families. And she's only a Massey by marriage. She was married to a guy named Massey. That's not her name. Because I'm related to Daniel Massey, Massey Ferguson. They're the same family that's related to Rogers Ranger. That's my Rogers family. Billy, when what? When what? Um, his birthday's big day. New moon's big day. Um, new moon in Leo coming up, and the anniversary of his death, the anniversary of Peggy's death, and if not that, October 9th at the Alamo. Be there. See if I make it there. The VA tried to make me an appointment in Denver for October 1st. I don't want to be in that big a hurry to get down, so I might change my appointment to March or April or May, next May, before my next appointment. The news, what? They're not, they don't tell, you know, I don't know what type of thing they plan, you know, they plan on just showing up on. If they plan on just showing up without telling me, then I probably won't be here. I'm not here all night. I go off to my man, I go off going to town. I go to doctor appointments. So one this week, one next week. And I like to go out and get pictures of the rocks, and I make art. I make 64 different art things a day. People don't realize how much art I'm making. And I'm working on turn them into NFTs. Sell my art, make money on it. Yeah, really good. I was wondering, was that Bob Dylan? Did I see Bob Dylan in the chat yesterday when I was I was watching Treasure Seekers, and I think Bob Dylan showed up there asking where I was. I think Bob Dylan's one of my fans. I'm one of his fans. Um, I didn't spend. Yeah, I lived in my search area. I might have done some trips up into the 70 miles there, 70 miles back trips to go search, but that ain't bad. You know, used to commute more than that every day to go to work. Yeah. One time we had a company van, and there was four of us in the company van, and we all had a company gas card. We all had a gas card, and and filled up the van, and the guys went in, and I thought the other guy who was a more senior employee, I told him to pay for the gas, and I thought he had paid for the, and we all got back in the van after we got gas and drove off. That was before they had good cameras, I guess. Um, but but I thought you paid for it. No, I thought you paid for it. Nobody paid for the gas. Oh, that's messed up. So I guess if you're the driver and somebody's else is supposed to go pay for the gas, you got to go make sure they actually paid for the fucking gas. That guy you send in the store, you tell them, there, go in there and pay them for the gas, and they don't pay them for the gas. They come back out. You think they paid them. You drive off, you get stopped for filling gas. Poem is about Moses, John. It's about they put Moses in the river without a paddle. Uh, God told Moses, "Don't come nigh. Don't draw nigh. Leave your friends there. Leave your friends in the car. Come up here alone. You go alone to talk to God." It was all about Moses. Where warm waters halt at the end of Genesis, at the end of Genesis, and the warm high waters go away, and that's the beginning of Exodus. And most of the clues are in Exodus, right out of the poem. And even it's worth the cold is Charlton Heston, who played Moses, from My Cold Dead Hands. And so yeah, John, don't fight me on it. There you go. Go talk to my brother. He hates Jews too. Ah, I'm not. I'm with Moses. It's very much about Moses. There was a guy named Moses, David Moses, or something. Some guy Moses was the FBI was looking for him for killing some people. Because he was like stealing cars and killing rangers or whatever to get them. Um, and he was making meth, and he had a pickup truck from Texas, and the FBI captured him in Wyoming, and the headline was FBI captures Moses in Wyoming after long search. uh, and so that was the story of Moses being found in Wyoming. Yeah, there's too many things to point to most. And page 84, written by the name of Bill Griggs. Well, if it's not rigged, you take the rig off of there and it's Bill G. Boom. He put my name in the book after I had the Buffalo Cowboy car, which is the Bullet. And Peggy said, call it the Bullet. Name it the Bullet. Page 169. Peggy named my wonderful car the Bullet because she said it was shot. It was shot. That's where, see, he wouldn't sell Long John Silver, the pirate, Long John Silver. He refused to sell Long John Silver 22 caliber bullets. Take the bullet and the candy down. The bullet is the car. Yeah, John. I don't care what you think about that, John. You're just trying to aggravate me when you bring that up, okay? Just knock it off if you're so Christian. Don't be a troll. It was Moses. Forrest said success is an omnipotent guru, and the only guy Forrest called in any of the books an omnipotent guru was Leo Salazar on page 105 of Once Upon a While. He called Leo Salazar an omnipotent guru because he knew where Moses received the 10 Commandments. He showed the place to Forrest. He told Forrest that's where Moses received the 10 Commandments. And I'm sure he pointed at it and showed Forrest. And Forrest knew where. And while Leo carved the perfect likeness of that Moses up there that he showed Forrest. And he said that's where Moses received the 10 Commandments, as he spoke like some sort of omnipotent religious guru. And then he says on Jenny Kyle on 11/11/2016, success is an omnipotent guru. And that was 2 months after I found the Buffalo Cowboy car. The Moses up on the side of the cliff that Leo Salazar showed him is the as above, the spiritual as above. The Buffalo Cowboy car, Bullet car, is the physical chest below. And show me what you got. Show your fucking hand if you want to knock that down. Don't fuck. You don't have a hand to show. I'm showing it. I'm showing a royal flush, and you don't have a hand to show. Just saying it's not that doesn't prove a freaking thing. Not being able to put all the pieces together that I've accumulated. I mean, my story's got, and it goes from point A to point B. It's both ends of the candle and all the blazes in between, which several of them are lit at both ends. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Wyoming is a Delaware Indian name. It's a chat locked up. Who's Fenn? Oh, well, there's one Barbara that has a chest. I don't know if she actually has a chest. And then Rose has the emerald ring. But the other Barbara Brown, has a replica chest. The replica chest that they were questioning on K-Pro. Where's the replica chest? Oh, and then Forrest said, Billy the Kid, there's going to be YouTube. Oh, okay. My book has if there's a book coming out by Forrest, that would be, yeah, that would be a good one. But otherwise, they need one from Forrest or one from me. And I think part of it might be writing the book to get it. I don't know. I got to work on the book. But the next 2 days, I'm going to be driving to Denver again. At least I can sleep in before my appointment this time. The other time, I had to get up 6:30 in the morning to make my 8 o'clock appointment. You know, get checked out of the hotel, have breakfast. I got Jack has his service dog tag now. I got wind coming in the window from this side over here. Oh, boy. Yeah, I'm working on my book. My book's going to be Kevin Bacon Sucks, 2 Degrees of Separation, and the Hunt for Forrest Fenn's Treasure. I solved it within 2 degrees of separation. Exactly. Is it just on his name? Did 2 surgeries. Solved. I had this. I had the Buffalo Cowboy car in 2016. Barbara didn't start till 2018. From what I know, Albright didn't start till 2018, and Greg didn't start till 2018. All these people didn't even start searching till after I already solved it. I already had the Buffalo Cowboy car. That was the claim check. Spill it. I don't think I think only one person got the Buffalo Cowboy car. That was the ticket. That was the bullet comes home. When I brought it to Santa Fe, then he published that in the book. That the bullet came home. And it did. I brought it to Santa Fe. And I remember I had just started working as the camp host, and I was supposed to work Saturdays. And I told him, well, if you're gonna want me to come up here earlier, because I had planned days on June 10th was, I guess, Saturday, February 7th. And so They let me go. So I went to Pembury. I left the campground like 7 in the morning from my search area. I went to Pembury and I was back in the campground 9 o'clock at night. And you know, I spent a lot more time in Pembury than could hit a treasure chest. There. Androgynous Billy. uh-huh. Yeah, like Willie. Forrest had an androgynous name. Well, Willie, Billy, and all that. Billy Ellish, uh, Billy Holiday. Bill is an androgynous name. There are women named Willie. There are women named Sam, Sammy, Samantha. Um, yeah, but 2018, didn't some people freaking die? Is that when the cops were trying to get him to stop? Yeah. Uh-huh. Mohair sheets that were shot. Yeah. Yeah. We had a 61 station wagon. Oh, I guess it was, let's see, probably first grade or second grade. So 5, 7, my little brother been 4, and he was playing with matches in my mother's Chevy station wagon and lit the fucking car on fire. I came home from school and the fire department was there, put my mother's car out on fire. I was 7 years old, watching the family station wagon burn. My dad had a 55 Chevy, and my mother had the station wagon because there's 4 kids. Uh, and then there was, I guess, some car hit some kid on a bike at this intersection, and the kid was laying in the yeah, and people were going, "Go on, get up, you're okay." And he's like, "Ah, no," he couldn't get up, right? Well, my mother took a look at him, and the kickstand had stabbed him in the back. He had a big old hole in his back. The kickstand had stabbed him, you know. And yeah, so they got an ambulance out there, got that guy. But it was my mother telling, "Hey, no, he's got a big hole in him. Get an ambulance." Yeah, and they didn't have cell phones then. Somebody had to go to a house and tell somebody in the house to call. Fire. Yeah, I'm full of fire. I, my sun sign is Aries. My moon sign is Leo. And, and my rising sign is Sagittarius. I got all 3 fire signs. Very hard to beat that. You had to be born pretty close to when I was. I don't know. Maybe I won a bicycle on Christmas Eve matinee at the theater, daytime Christmas Eve matinee at the theater when I was 5 or 6, and uh, I had the ticket. I couldn't read numbers on the ticket. My sister read the number that you won, and Santa Claus rode this Stingray bike up the aisle to the stage, and and I won the bike Christmas Eve from Santa Claus. And yeah, it could have been coming home from the matinee movie. I don't know. Yeah, there was one car in that accident. It was no, there was another accident we witnessed. This one car flipped over and was spinning on its roof. It was a bad intersection in Mountain View, California. Uh, yeah, it was in Mountain View, California, in the between what 63 and 66. Uh, oh, it was found before that. He knew it. He's playing a game because he wasn't letting anybody have it until after he was dead, and then he's making you wait until after some waiting period when they can't do anything to you for it. Boy, my nose is tickling. Tickle nose nostril. I can't put my finger in there, but I can blow my nose. I say I like a wild hair in there, tickling my nose. Oh, what was the other thing? Yeah, I saw them mention. They mentioned this on what's his name? Fenn and his girlfriend. Girlfriend, you should be married, man. uh, uh, well, I guess if you're not married, you don't have to get divorced, right? But anyhow, he brought up that Forrest said, when I hid the treasure, I got back to my car, and then I thought, well, a little bit of how am I going to bring somebody to it? Or, 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 or he figured, he said, he used the word vehicle. I needed a vehicle to get them to the treasure. A vehicle. You needed a vehicle to get you to the treasure. And that's the Buffalo Cowboy car I have. That's the vehicle. That's the it. You take it in the canyon down. You drive your car. You get in your car and you drive there, he said. It was the bullet, is the car. Take it in the canyon down. What do you take in your car? You gonna take your pogo stick? uh, and then that car that I have, the rest of the car is over half a mile away on the other side of the highway and up the hill. And anybody that was wanting to salvage that part wouldn't have crossed the highway to put it where it was. Yeah, it was a Model A, just like Model A. The father on the Banco, he's sitting on a Model A. Uh, Georgia O'Keeffe, she did her paintings from the back of her Model A. The Buffalo Cowboy car is a Model A. It's very similar to a Model T, which was the long walk home. Um, and those are the kind of cars that yeah. The Buffalo Cowboy car was the chariot they lassoed to the damn buffalo. It, 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 oh well, I can't fix damaged circuits. Uh, yeah, try to explain things in simple terms, and people can't put things together. Uh, he might have used a helicopter. He might have used a helicopter. Should move to Florida. I gotta stop in Texas in October. And when I travel with my RV, I don't go very I can only go so many miles a month, especially with gas prices like they are now. This thing pigs the gas. A lot of rain this summer here. The weeds are twice as tall. Jack goes running through them weeds and he comes back and all the long fur on his chest is stuck with weeds. And of course, he might have used a helicopter. He might have used a helicopter because where the other car was along a you know when you're setting telephone poles out there across the mountain, you use a helicopter to put them there. And if you had the helicopter there to put the pole there, you could easily pick the thing up and go drop it somewhere in a meadow. No, I don't want to try no other treasure hunt. I found treasures that I turned into art. My art is my next venture. I'm getting my art going. I'll make it. I make a million off my art. Watch me. I found something spectacular, something very important and ignored by a lot of the world, a whole lot of the world. It changes the freaking course of human history. It changes the birthplace of civilization. It wasn't over there; it was over here. And actually, this stuff it hasn't been dated yet. There is stuff I know that was made that was like some kind of primitive concrete that can be tested and they can tell how old it is. Oh, yeah, kind of a. I got to come up with a naming and numbering system. That's why I need somebody that can do a website for me that will, manage all of that. Jason. Yeah. Hey, you can have ducks, and I am a duck.
What's up, Billy?
University of Oregon. I'm a duck.
Can you hear me all right, Ben?
Yeah. Do I have to turn off my Bluetooth? It is off.
No, I don't know. Can you hear me?
It is off.
Hello. Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Check 1, 2.
I heard something.
Hey, Billy, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. What are we talking about today?
What it is the buffalo. Peggy said you should call it the bullet because it was shot. It.
Yeah.
And if you take it the Canyon Day, you take your car. He said you had to drive there.
I can't disagree with you.
Take the bullet. Hit the bullet in the canyon down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
It overheated. They had to leave it up there on the mountain.
Yeah, I agree with 3/4 of that, Billy.
Yeah.
So, no, I was just doing my own little treasure hunt. I was out looking for the golden ticket for the candy factory.
And then whatchamacallit, Ben and his girlfriend were talking about, Forrest said once he hit it, he figured he needed a vehicle to take searchers to the spot. A vehicle.
Yeah.
That's the Buffalo Cowboy car, is the vehicle that will take you to the treasure.
Yeah.
He said you needed a vehicle to get there.
Yeah,
and you take the vehicle, in the canyon down.
He used the book as a vessel for the poem.
Huh?
He used the book as a vessel for the poem.
Yeah.
I'm trying to follow the Gippus yet through the city here, but oh shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've always thought that word "it," that kind of stood out to me as well. And like you said about the car and the bullet, I agree with that totally. And there's a lot of pictures of him with that, where he's standing on the hood. And it's
Yeah.
So I agree that I think it is the car. You have to take the car. Or are we looking for his car? I mean, obviously you found your cowl. I'm just saying, like.
Yeah, the cowl is a chest.
And that leads me to the next question is like, whatever happened to his gold Jeep Cherokee? Like, I would love to buy his Jeep Cherokee for a fair market price.
A what?
Forrest Jeep Cherokee that he had. He had a Golf Jeep Cherokee Limited. I would love to find out where that went and buy it for fair market price.
Yeah. If the fake Moses was destroyed, that means he destroyed the wooden Moses. The fake Blaze was destroyed. The wooden Moses was the fake Blaze.
Yeah.
It was broken. His hand broke off.
It was too broken. It was too damaged to be read. Isn't that what Jack said? Oh, Mr. Jack Steve.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see out the window.
Blaze was too broken to be read. That's a funny choice of words too. I mean, there's just road construction everywhere.
Yeah. The auction guy stopped in out there. He's picking up too empty.
Well, Bill, I just hopped on. You look
Yeah.
like you're lonely for a minute.
Yeah, your volume, your microphone's low.
There, does that sound better?
No,
No.
fingers over the mic.
Well, if you can't hear me, I might as well bounce.
Yeah.
So
It's
take
hard
care,
to hear you.
Bill.
I can hear you, but it's hard to.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, everyone have a good, safe night. I'll talk
Yeah.
to everyone later. Billy, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Like always.
Yeah,
Take
I
care.
gotta call the taxidermist.
Yeah, get Togo back.
Oh yeah, he's supposed to been back last month.
Yeah, you better call and remind him.
Yeah.
All righty, sir. You have a good day.
Okay, take it easy, Jason.
Yep. Bye, Bill.
Let me see here. How to put it on here? I was thinking, should I call the taxidermist while we're on the thing here? Where Togo is? But yeah, I guess that's good enough, huh? I talk. People either believe me or don't believe me, but there's way too many. Moses and the Buffalo Cowboy car are the as above, so below. There's two blazes, there were two parts. Yeah. Star. Lone Star. Let's see. Okay. That's what we'll call that user, Lone Star. Here. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty simple, but there are a lot of it's like the hint clues are peppered all the way over the top, over all the way over the mountain, over the hill and far, far away. Yeah. Covered about 40 miles. It's 8.25 miles from the city limits. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I'll sign off. I talked about what I wanted to say. It was the Buffalo Cowboy car. The car, take the car and the canyon down. Or the bullet, whatever you want to, it's taking the car. And when the car overheats, the car halts. And so you pull over at a pullout. You can't just pull over. You have to wait till there's a pullout to pull over. So the pullouts are important. So, that's important stuff. So I'll leave it with that.